What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're taking a look at the first Going Gear Premium EDC Club for 2024. That of course means we're looking at the January subscription, and this subscription is available in two tiers. You've got your standard for $60 a month plus shipping, gets you 2 to 5 EDC items. Or you can upgrade to the premium, which is $140 more, $200 total. That's the one I'm subscribed to, the one we're looking at today. That gets you everything in your standard, plus at least one additional premium EDC item. So we'll dive in, start with the standard, work our way up to the premium. As usual, already have everything unboxed, so you don't have to watch me fumbling around with the packaging. First item in the standard box is going to be from Going Gear directly. This is their glow-in-the-dark lanyard with metal bead. Nice looking bead. They don't specify the metal, which leads me to believe it's probably not titanium, because people usually like to advertise when they're using titanium, but I think it looks nice dark wash on that. If you don't love it on the lanyard, you can just slide it right off, put it on your own lanyard, use it as a zipper pull. That's probably what I'm going to do with my bead, is put it on a zipper pull, because I don't use a ton of lanyards, but I do like customizing my zipper pulls. And so as far as the lanyard itself, this one's OD green. I don't know if they all will be. They don't specify in the letter, so you may get a different color, but your secondary color should be the same. They advertise it as glow in the dark, and the white portion is the portion that glows in the dark. I also like that they have this elaborate knot on here. That's definitely not something I'd be able to replicate without spending hours learning how to tie it on YouTube. And so to have it already tied off is pretty nice, but don't imagine that I'm going to get a ton of use out of it. Now, valued at $5.95, which definitely seems fair. I think that's fine, even if it were just for the bead itself. And I know there's plenty of people that are going to use that lanyard. Now, only 2 items this month, so this definitely feels like a throw-in to hit that 2-item threshold because the value on our main item is so high. And the main item in the standard is going to be our Kaiser Bag Glider Mini. Really excited about this one. I love the original Bag Glider, which I happened to get from Going Gear as well. That one was a Going Gear exclusive in their subscription probably over a year ago, also in the standard box, and one of my favorite knives that I've gotten from the standard box. So really excited about that. Also excited about the value that we're seeing in the standard box. This is valued at $149, which is a bit absurd when you consider that we're paying $60 for this box. And Going Gear doesn't inflate their pricing. What you see on the letter is what they actually sell on it for on their website, and usually what other websites are selling it for as well, unless there's like a sale or something. And so pretty fair with the pricing. I've been subscribed to Going Gear for over 3.5 years now, at least for the standard, and I don't think I've ever seen an item in the standard box valued this high. So definitely feels like we're getting a premium item at our standard pricing, which is really cool. Now, at that price point, we're also getting some upgraded materials. This isn't just your standard Bag Glider Mini. We've got this black coated titanium handle with this nice frag pattern on here, which looks nice, but is also incredibly grippy. So adding to that tactile feel to it. And I would imagine it's going to look really nice once it gets a little bit of pocket wear on it, because those raised pyramids are going to have nice silver edges as your keys and other gear rub up against it. So excited to see what this looks like down the line. Blade is 2.91 inches, so pretty on the smaller side, obviously being the Mini, but we do get 20 CV steel on there, so premium materials across the board. Ozo design on this one, thumb stud deployment, which works really well for spidey flicking, for thumb stud or for thumb deployment, and a liner lock. It is on washers, if I remember correctly. You can see that drops until it hits the nail, and you can just shake it one time to get it the rest of the way closed. So super smooth action on this one, just like my Bag Glider. So that brings our total value on the standard with the 2 items to $154.95, which definitely feels really good. I like the item, obviously, if the value is there, but the item kind of sucks. I wouldn't really care. I'd rather have an item that I like. In this case, we get both though, and $155 is much higher than we typically see in terms of value on the standard. Typically, I think it's probably between $90 and $120 most months, and usually closer to 90, so 250% our values is definitely a great value. Now, for a premium, only 1 item this month, which is pretty standard for the premium. Every once in a while, you'll get a second, like, complimentary item or something like that, but most months it's just the 1 item. This month, we got the Concept EDC Tack. And so second knife, definitely a knife-heavy box this month, but 2 really cool knives. This one's beautiful knife and valued at $289. So again, doubling up on our value, you pay $140 to upgrade to the premium, and this one comes in at $289. So little over double what we're paying for that premium upgrade. Really beautiful knife. Obviously the shining kind of aspect of it is that Damascus inlay. Looks really, really good. Only the second knife I have with Damascus. It's really, really beautiful. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. It can be a little bit hard to capture because the lighting has to hit it right. Also, the oils from your fingers accumulate on it very quickly, which changes the shade that it kind of shimmers out, which I think is a cool effect and easily wiped off with the microfiber cloth. They are pretty scratchable though. My other one has a lot of scratches that got on there pretty easily. Now the rest of it, we have titanium handle that inlay is sitting on. They mention in the letter a black anodized titanium, but this is definitely just regular titanium color, so not sure what they're talking about. Maybe they meant on the hardware, which does seem to be black coated or anodized. We do have a blurple anodized titanium pivot, which looks really good with that Timascus. Like that, really nice touch. A lot of different deployment methods on here. We have our button lock, which you can use the button itself to flick that out if you want. You got your flipper tab, so that obviously works extremely well. And then you have these thumb studs, which you can use your thumb or you can spidey flick it, have plenty of access for both of those to flick that open. And so tons of different deployment options. And I like that the flipper tab is pretty subtle. It's not sticking off there a lot. One kind of odd choice with this one is that it has a glass breaker, which I'm not a huge fan of glass breakers. Also seems a little bit weird on such a premium offering, but not super intrusive. It's pretty subtle overall. We'll see what it feels like once you're using that pocket clip, if it's like scratching up on you. If it's not, I don't mind it there. It's pretty minimal, probably not ever gonna use it, but doesn't hurt to have it there. We do have this titanium milled pocket clip, which I think looks nice, a lanyard hole along the back, and super smooth action. This one I believe is designed by Michael Williamson, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and these are serialized, so you can see, or maybe you can't see, I don't know. Maybe not showing up, but 163 is the one that I got out of 320. So not a ton of these out there. Even if it's not exclusive to Going Gear, there's not a ton of these. And so typically with these, even if it's a Going Gear exclusive, they'll have leftovers that they'll sell on the Going Gear site. So if you're not subscribed but you want to pick either of these up, I would imagine that they probably will be there. And I usually do link to Going Gear in the description of these videos. But would love to hear what you think about these items individually, which one's your favorite, overall value of the box. With our premium, I don't think I've mentioned the pricing on that one. We ended up at a total value with all three items of $443.95, so well over double the $200 total that we pay. So definitely happy with that. The knives are really cool. I think I actually prefer the Beglighter Mini just a little bit over this concept. Nothing wrong with the concept. I just already know that I enjoy the Beglighter platform, and I think this is a really cool version of it with that black frag titanium handles and the 20CV blade. So really excited about both of them, but maybe a little bit more excited about this one just because it fits into what I like to carry a little bit better. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, definitely consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification button. Also check out the playlist that I have for Going Gear. It has every premium box that they've ever done dating back to December of 2021. So if you want to see what comes in the previous boxes before you decide if you want to subscribe or not, or if you're just curious, definitely check that out. But thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.